We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Maui Pepper Company, it is the Mango Meltdown. There are two Mango Meltdowns. This, I think there's an extreme or an extra hot or something. This is just the regular one. And you can see it is very interesting, very tropical color. Lots of bits of peppers and whatnot in there. Let's take a look here at the ingredient panel, which is very tiny. Let's see if we can pull that in. Yeah, this could be about as good as it gets, I guess. Alright, so we got vinegar, we've got mango, we've got cane sugar syrup, we've got apple juice, we have honey, we have red habanero mash, pickling spices, and then what else is here? Cracked red pepper and xanthan gum. A lot of oddness in this formulation here. Starting with mangoes is good though. I mean that's a good thing. Oh no, sorry, they start with vinegar. Alright, let's take a look at it in the spoon. This is the one I did a really long time ago, the written review, which by the way is available in the link in the description below if you care to peruse that. This looks, I mean, it looks really nice. It actually, there's not a whole ton of xanthan gum obviously because it flows really well. You can see it doesn't hold on to the sauce though at all. And I mean, holding on to the spoon is not important, it's just a thing I observed. Sort of almost a golden orange, I would say. Light orange. Really nice though. Alright, down the hatch. There's a bit of mango, a little bit of saltiness, a lot of saltiness actually. And a very slight back end of heat to this. It's I'm not getting a lot of mango. It's very syrup. It's almost just like sweet syrupy, with a sort of vague tropical sort of tone to it. It's not bad. When I get these, they actually listed as the very top of the heat scale. I can't think of too many people who'd be challenged by this. This is not a very particularly hot sauce. So, one of my favorite uses for fruit-based sweet hots, of course, is chicken strips, which is what we're doing today. I have had this on pizza, and I don't really think it added anything other than sweetness. So I don't know how much I like it on pizza. Tropical fruits I think work better with lighter meats. So right away, all I'm getting is sweet, salty, just a real touch, just a very slight touch of heat. There's not I guess I would call it an indirect mango flavor. I remember I got a few of these from Maui Pepper. And I remember liking this one somewhat less than the other ones. I think that's the problem. It's just, if you're gonna call something mango, I think at some level you need to actually have mango flavor. And this one I think is just kind of vaguely fruity. I'm curious why they added apples to this. I assume it's to sweeten it more. Still keep it somewhat fruity, but they should just add more mango. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by pickling spices. I assume it's just one of, those packets you get at the grocery store. It's got those little round beige things and other stuff. I don't remember all was in one of them. It's been a long time since I've seen one. I don't do pickling, and the last person I knew who did like canning and pickling and stuff like that was my grandma, and she's been gone for quite some time now. I suppose it varies too, depending on what kind of pickles you're making. This is a very sweet sauce. And also salty. Well, I guess we're going to get into what we think. Most of the time when I come across these sauces are in the $5 to $7 range. And I think that's a really appealing part of this. Because you can pick up a bottle of, a habanero, and you can start working on your tolerance for, rather than spending 12, 13, 14 bucks on one of the hitters, you can just start with here and kind of work your way up. I think it's good in that respect. I think it's smart. It's not a great sauce, but it's smart, and the idea being that probably everybody who enjoys this is going to find it, I think, overall pleasant. Like I want to say I paid like $5 for this. I'm not upset. It's not a great sauce. I'm going to finish it out though. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this, and I probably will use it on the grill. So for me, there's a lot of other uses, but just Joe Blow, whoever is buying a sauce and says, okay, spending over $1 an ounce for a condiment is something that can get expensive really quickly, and if he gets a sauce that's a bust, that might be the end of him really chasing the whole chili head thing, because this is not a cheap hobby. Like, in no way. Being a chili head, getting the sauces, getting the hot foods, if you get up to the next levels, some of the other guys are, I personally flavor above everything, so I don't do a lot of the challenges, but when you get into the challenges, like $25 for a brownie square. And I mean, if you have a successful YouTube channel, you have to do some of that stuff. But for me, who it would be really hard pressed to call this, at the time I'm filming this anyway, a successful YouTube channel. I look at it in terms of value per dollar, and $25 for something that I may or may not be able to eat all of, not because of heat, but because the taste of it is so egregious, is hard for me, I guess, to count. It's hard for me to look at spending money like that. Some of the sauces on the hot ones are like that, where I wind up keeping them around long enough to shoot them during one of the wing things, shoot the video, then shoot the wing things, and after that, that sauce is gone. Well, let's just say that let's say we have this much left. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it there. It's just under the label. That's over half the bottle, right? That's 3/5 of the bottle. So if I'm bidding it at 3/5 of the bottle, let's just say it's $15, right? I basically have just $39 in the trash, right? And most people are not going to do that too often. They're not going to buy it to try and go, this is terrible, then, you know, the way it goes. So I think sauces like this, as an introductory sauce, I like some of the other ones better. This one is just, it's not a good introduction to mango habanero sauces, unfortunately. It is a good introduction to sort of tropical fruit-ish habanero sauces where the heat is relatively low, and you can try it and say, okay, well, it's super sweet, and you go, okay, sweet and salty. It's like, okay, yeah, I can dig that. That's a cool fruit-based sauce, and maybe it's a gateway. But by itself, it's not a great sauce. It just has a lot of ancillary stuff that goes with it. So, and again, let's just say that, okay, $5 for this, right? And I wanted to bidding it at 3/5. So now I'm wasting $3 instead of $9, right? $3 is still a gallon of gas, or part of a gallon of gas anyway. But $3 is a lot easier to swallow if you have to toss something than $9 is. So, but anyway, that aside, there it is, the Maui Pepper Company Mango Meltdown Hot Sauce.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.